Hey there, I'm Shauna, and welcome to Yoga Snacks, Nourishment for the body, mind, and spirit. Actually, today we're going to talk about joy. Well, maybe not talk about it, but I've been working with this in some of my classes at the yoga studio, and the idea that joy is already inside us. We often think that someone or something makes us happy, and certainly someone and something can make us happy, but usually that happiness that comes from the outside is temporary, whereas the actual feeling of happiness or joy, contentment, bliss is actually coming from within inside. So let's play with that a little bit. So as you come to sit, maybe take a moment, close your eyes, and as you close your eyes, just maybe let come to mind something that you're grateful for, something that naturally makes you smile, and it can be something pretty superficial. It could be chocolate or a kitten video or a puppy video, chinchillas, you know. There's no limits to this, just something that sparks that natural warmth, natural happiness inside. And even when you get the tiniest little flash of that, just notice where you feel it. Is it in your throat, your heart, your belly, your skin? Let go of the outer image or the outer idea and just connect to your own feelings, even if it's tiny. Center your breath there. Move the lens of your awareness to that feeling. Sometimes you could give it a color or a shape. And then just open your eyes. And maybe you got a taste of it, maybe not, but let's move around and create some joy. So bring your hands together at your heart. Let your thumbs touch your sternum, lift your chest, interlace your fingers, flip your palms, press your hands away. Inhale, start to take your hands up. And maybe they don't come very far, that's not important at all, but move them as high as they'll go. So maybe they extend up towards the ceiling, in which case you can press up through your hands, open through the sides of the waist, and feel your breath. As you exhale, side bend to your right. Bring your right hand to the chair seat. Let your left side open. Maybe glance to the left. Pause, breathe, feel. Inhale, come back up. Sweep your other arm up, and as you exhale, go to the second side. Inhale, come up. Bring your hands behind you on the chair. Use your hands to lift your chest, look up. Deep inhale. And then as you exhale, release your arms down by your sides, fold forward. And then inhale, sweep your arms, come all the way up. And as you exhale, glide your hands down and to your heart. Okay, we're going to do that again. I'm going to stand. Of course, you're always welcome to stay in the chair, but let's try it again. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms, take your arms up, reach up, press up with your hands, down with your feet. Exhale, release your arms and start to side bend to your right. Right hand can go to your hip. Look up to the left, feel the whole left side of the body opening. Inhale and come up. And exhale, go to the second side. Inhale and come up. Open your arms, little chest opener. Exhale, fold from the hips. Bring the hands down to hold the legs. You can always bend your knees here if you're standing, but straight is good too. Look at your feet. Make sure they're pointing straight ahead. And then bend the knees deeply. And as you breathe in, sweep your arms up. Come into the Utkatasana, standing chair pose. And as you exhale, straighten your legs and hands to the heart. Fabulous. Release your hands. Okay, let's do some balancing. We'll have the chair available if you need it for balancing. So you could just have it beside you, or you could, my mat is very rumpled today, or if you don't need it, you don't need it. If you need it, keep it to your side. I'm going to put mine away for now. And then we're just going to come to stand and sweep the arms up and come up onto the toes. So that's kind of challenging. And then exhale, come back down. And we're going to do a few reps of that. So as you inhale, sweep your arms. You can always hold the chair, but otherwise balance and come back down. And again, inhale, sweep. Coming up. Exhale down, and one more. Rising up to your toe. Oh, sometimes you wobble a little bit, sometimes you don't. Hands down. Just rest. Okay, a little bit different this time. It's a forward bend. Again, you could have your chair this time in front for your hands, or maybe not. Inhale, sweep your arms up. You can keep your feet on the floor, but lift your chest. Exhale, come all the way down, hands to the ground. Inhale, sweep up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. One more, inhale, all the way up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale up, and then bring your hands down to your side. And just pause for a moment. Notice sometimes that is a very joyful, invigorating movement. And we're going to do another one that's like a repetition like that. So feet are a little bit wide apart. Make sure things like the chair are out of your way so you can swing your arm completely. And you just kind of swing, and yes, give yourself a little hit, but it's a love tap. And as you go, we're going to use a breath that goes ha, 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 and then let that go and shake everything out. Okay, we're going to do one more kind of vigorous breath, and similar to what we've just done. This one's called the breath of joy. As you inhale, you take a big breath in, then you take a little breath in, and you kind of do something fancy with your arms, and you do it again, and then exhale, ha, and you sweep your arms down. So it's inhale, 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 sniff, exhale, ha, and again, inhale, ha, ha, and one more time, ha, and then inhale, come up. And usually you've either hyperventilated or you're laughing or I don't know. Anyways, and then again, maybe shaking everything out. Okay, so let's have the chair handy for sure for this one. We're going to do some stretches with the chair. I'm going to have the chair so that I can put my hands on it, and so I'm going to step my left foot back. I've got my right foot forward, left foot back, and the left foot's turned out just a little bit for balance. Right foot is forward, left hand is coming onto the back. Inhale, sweep up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. This time, you come into a half lift so your spine lengthens. Exhale, fold a little bit lower, and then inhale all the way up, and exhale, hands down. So if you wanted to do this without the chair, you do. Inhale, up. Exhale, folding hand coming down to the floor. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, all the way up. And then let's go one more time. Exhaling, hand down. Inhale, part the way up and reach. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, all the way up. And then exhale, bring your arm down and step your back foot forward. Rest. So a little bit invigorating. You might feel your breath or your heartbeat, maybe even sweating a little, maybe not. Use the chair if you want. And then let's take the right foot back and have it on a little bit of an angle. Left hand is back and on the back. Inhale, right arm is up. And the first one will just go all the way down. And then inhale all the way up. And the next one, exhale all the way down. Inhale partly up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale all the way down. Inhale part way up and reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up, and then one last one, I think. Exhale, fold. Inhale part way. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way. Exhale, hand down and step forward. And again, just stand and breathe. Okay, similar but different. Keep your right foot forward. Your left foot steps back about the same distance. This time the hands come back and you can rest one hand on top of the other. Some of you might hold the opposite elbow or even bring your hands into a prayer shape behind your back. Lift your chest and stay steady. Look up. Think of the heart space as your joy space, opening the joy door. And then as you exhale, begin to go forward from your hips. You stop wherever you need to, or go a little bit more forward. From here, as you're ready, you can release your hands onto the chair. Rest your hands on the chair as you lower your head. If you feel like you don't need a chair, you can also have your hands on the floor. But it's not about how far you go. It's about paying attention to your body, about accessing the joy that's already in there. Just relaxing some of the places where we brace against it. To come up, look up. Bend your right knee. This is going to be fancy, so it would be helpful to have your hands on the chair. Take the weight into your right foot and press off of your left foot. Maybe lift it up. Woo. If you feel steady and you know it, you can keep the leg lifted. Bring your hands to the upper back of the chair. If not, just step your left foot down and quietly stand for a few breaths. Okay, and then let's bring the hands back to the chair. Step the foot down, stand all the way up. Feel your breath and your heart beating. Keep your left foot where it is, step your right foot back about a leg length. Turn your hips. Rest one hand on top of the other, hold the opposite elbow. Reverse prayer. Balance into your 2 feet as you inhale. Think of opening the center of the chest. Like you're opening the doorway of joy. Maybe looking up. As you exhale, lead with the center of your chest. Start to go forward. Pause whenever you need to. You can bring your hands to the chair when you're ready, or wait a breath or two. And then hands to the chair seat or hands to the floor. Stretch your hips evenly back, opening the sides of the waist and feeling whatever you feel. From here, you might look up, and then if you want, you're going to bend the left knee, press off of the right foot, lift it up. If you're using the chair, maybe if you've got a chair like mine, hands to the upper back. Feel like you're flying for a moment. And then, just a moment, and then hands down, foot down, and stand all the way up. Breathe and feel. Okay, and this time we'll use the chair to help us again. Hands can be on the chair. Step the left leg back and then bend the left knee down to the floor. So you might need a pillow under your left knee. You can move your right foot forward a little bit so that the knee and ankle are lined up. Hips turn to face the chair, and use the chair to lift the chest. Another helpful thing here is that your right knee is heading towards the second toe or the middle toe. Sometimes that takes a little bit of work to keep it centered. Press into the top of the left foot to keep you balanced. Definitely a good modification is to have a big pillow under your knee so there's no pressure there. And then if you feel steady and you know it, you can take one arm up or both. From here, you might also experiment. Right hand holds the leg, left side bends. Then inhale and come up with the left hand onto the chair and turn to your right hand on your hip. If it feels very good, stay here. If it doesn't feel good, come out. If it feels extra good, you want a little bit more, go forward. And sometimes you can even, pick up the right. This isn't my right foot, it's my left foot. You can pick it up. Sometimes you can get a little bit fancy and hold your foot and turn. Let that go. Put your hands to the chair. Rock your hip back. Maybe step your right foot back. Curl your toes under. Raise the knee. So this is a raised leg lunge. This is more vigorous. Press back through your heel. Take a big step forward. Look at the chair. Exhale. Right leg steps back. Bend the knee. Put the knee down onto the mat. Adjust the other foot forward or back as you need. This is a good place to stay, or you can stay in the raised leg lunge if you're finding this hard on your knee. Maybe you experiment taking one arm up or both. Open your joy center like a window. And then you can put your left hand on your left leg, if that feels okay for you. Side bend to your right. Nope, that's to the left. Inhale, come out, put your right hand on the chair, and then twist to your left. And again, this might be enough, or some of you might be encouraged to go forward, lift your left foot. Sorry, I'm really mixed up today. Lift your right foot and even hold it with your hand. And then let that go. Put the foot down. Curl the right toes under. Maybe move your left foot back so you have stability and balance. Raise the knee. Raise leg lunge. Step forward and then come all the way up to stand. Feel your breath, your heartbeat, everything. Okay. Let's put the chair out of the way and come to lie down on your back. Knees bent and feet on the floor. You might want to keep a pillow or two handy. Here, look at your feet. Make sure they're pointing straight ahead. Hands on the mat, and then press into your feet, lift your hips a little. And then we're going to do this in a flowing way. So as you inhale, take your arms up and your hips up. And as you exhale, arms down, hips down. We'll do it 2 more times. Inhale, hips up, arms up. Exhale, hips down, arms down. Hips up, arms up. Hips down, arms down. And then this time, we'll take the arms up and the hips up, but keep the hips up. Bend your elbows and bring your arms by your side. Press strongly into your arms. Press strongly into the feet. This one's sometimes called bridge pose. And you've got your arms and your feet as the bridge. Also your head and your neck, really. And then come on down. Let your back rest slowly. As you exhale, you could hug your right knee in towards you. Put your right foot down. Now hug your left knee in towards you. Hold your shin or back of the thigh. And put that down. Here it would be nice to have a pillow. Maybe the pillow or 2, actually. Pillow under your head and pillow by your left. And we'll bring the right knee in and stand on your left foot. As you exhale, tip your knees over to the left. So this feels good to me, but for some people it's going to be too deep. So if that's too deep, move your knees back and tuck the pillow under your knees. That's great. If you're happy like this, you can have the pillow under one knee and have your right foot stepped on top of your left. Right arm opens out, shoulder height, and breathe. Then roll back onto your back. If you're using a pillow, move it to the other side. Step your left foot on top of your right, tip your knees over to your right. Left arm relaxes out at shoulder height. Okay. And then roll back to your back. Knees bent, feet on the floor. So here's some choices. You might be ready just to go into your resting pose, and in that case, you can stretch the legs out, completely relax. On the other hand, you might like to have a supported inversion. And so to do that, I only have a chair, I don't have a wall. You could put your legs up the wall, rest them that way. I'm going to have my legs resting onto the seat of the chair, but I'm going to put a pillow under my hips. So to get into that, make sure the chair is stable, put the feet on the chair, lift the hips, rest the hips on the pillow. This pillow is a little too low for me and the chair because I have short legs. Lift the hips maybe even more. You can put a second pillow. Oh, there we go. So it should feel comfortable. It should not feel like there's any pressure in the eyes or the forehead. If that's happening, take the supports out, put something under your head instead. Otherwise, you can have this gentle waterfall shape. Let your body relax completely. Hips supported. Breath moving freely. Absolutely nothing left to do. You might even imagine a gentle waterfall or stream, a warm summer's day, something that, again, inspires a natural feeling of joy, connecting to that natural feeling of relaxation and ease, remembering that that comes from within. If you like, you can just stay here, let the video play out, rest for another 5 or 10 minutes. If it's time for you to come out, you bend your knees, you carefully roll off of your supports to your side. From your side, when you're ready, you come to sit. Just taking a moment to connect to even the tiniest feeling of well-being that came through the practice. Focus your attention on that well-being. Maybe set the intention that you are filled with that well-being and that you could offer that well-being out to others, to another, or all others. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful day, a wonderful week. Namaste.